Hi, Mr. X with glossary term square. It's a parallelogram with 4 congruent angles and 4 congruent sides. We all know what a square is, but we want to look at it with its properties. It's a parallelogram, it's a rectangle, it's a rhombus, it's a quadrilateral, it's a polygon. Now we know that the 4 sides are congruent. That's what these little marks mean. All sides are the same length. Turns out every angle is the same, and they're 90-degree angles. They're right angles in the corners. We also have this interesting property of, as the diagonals bisect one another, which is a property of a parallelogram, they're also perpendicular to one another, these diagonals. That's a property of a rhombus. Yes, a square is a rhombus. It's a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. It's a rectangle because it's a parallelogram with 4 congruent angles. Square is a very special quadrangle or quadrilateral, 4-sided polygon. Now we also use this term square to multiply a number times itself. Let's say the length of this side of the square is s. Well, these little marks mean all sides are congruent. They're all the same length. Indeed, every side has length s. Now we get the area inside the square by multiplying s times itself. The horizontal s times the vertical s, or we might think of it as the east-west s versus the north-south s. Whichever way, we take the length of a side and we multiply it times itself. Well, what do we call that? We call that squaring. Well, sure. S squared is s times itself, and we write it this way, s to the power of 2. That's s squared. So what's the area of this square? The area is equal to s squared, s times itself. That's where we get the term. Multiplying a number times itself is called squaring because of this. At Mr. X, the glossary terms are free.